Hi, this is Dr. Liu. Today I have a new product. I'm excited to announce this. This is a custom SDI-12 USB adapter. So as you can see, it fits nicely inside this box. So as a comparison, this is the standard SDI-12 USB adapter. And you can see it kind of fits here. This tells you the size of this custom adapter is much bigger, but it has some very similar features as you can compare side by side. So first of all, this custom adapter works the same way as this standard adapter. So there's no need to change any program in order to make this adapter work. But then why am I making this custom adapter, you might ask? Well, here I am introducing 8, not 4, but 8 terminal blocks for SDI-12 sensors. And these are screw-free terminal blocks. So all you have to do is press down on one of these connections, and then you just feed in the wire lead and let go. It'll clamp onto the wire lead without you having to use a screwdriver. So it's not exactly tool free, but it's close enough. Sometimes you can just use one finger, such as this, to press down all 3 of these push buttons, and then you can feed in all 3 wire leads at the same time, and makes it really easy to connect and disconnect. And so that's that. And also it has these standoffs, and also this extension port connector, so you can add things such as high resolution analog inputs, or 4 to 20 milliamp current loop sensors, or even if you want more of these connectors. Well, it'll be difficult to manage the cables, but if you want, you can stack more. That's the connector part. And we also have the 12-pole terminal block here. So that's similar to this one if you have it outfitted with the terminal blocks. So what this block can do is it provides you some basic analog digital conversion, so some basic voltage readouts, and it also could be used to count ring gauge, some of these tipping spoon ring gauges, and you can use a channel to do that as well. Then we also have this little area here. It's hard to see because the board is black, so are most of the components. This is a 12-volt boost circuit, so it takes in the USB 5 volt, and then it boosts to 12 volts to power all of these SDI-12 sensors, so that they would work more reliably. Especially some SDI-12 sensors require 12 volts, while others work fine with the 5 volt from USB. This guarantees that the power requirement is met. And then we also have this 5-pole USB connection here. This actually connects to a USB. So the other end of that cable is actually a USB connector here, or USB-A. And you can also optionally you can use this vertical microUSB connector. And having this wire lead is well, in my opinion, better for wire cable management, because it's easier to bend compared to something that is pretty rigid, such as this. Okay, let's bring this one into view. This is a micro USB connector. It's pre-fashioned. See how much space it's going to take vertically. So it takes this much space. This case is going to fit it, but it just is going to create something that's difficult to route other wires around it. So I have these 2 options. This cable, you can find similar cables on DigiKey, Mouser, or even Amazon for a few dollars. So they're not more expensive or less expensive compared to regular USB cables, but they're, in my opinion, more convenient to route and manage the cables. And besides that, all of the other features on the SDI-12 sensors are still present. You have some protections. For example, this is a fuse that protects you from drawing too much current from your USB. And if something short circuits, this fuse will disconnect this whole board until the short circuit is removed. And then we also have the FTDI USB serial port chip that you can rename it to a custom name to help you easily identify which one is which one. And that's the translator chip, and this is a diode protecting the SDI-12 data pin against ground, or actually not ground, against the 12 volts. If you say accidentally short circuit the 12 volt to the SDI-12 signal, it also protects the signal against something else, such as a transient voltage on that line there. So it basically has everything there that you have for the regular SDI-12 adapter, but it fits nicely into this box. This box can be purchased from polycase.com. They have a series of these boxes. They're called SK series. The nice thing about these boxes is they have knockout holes, such as this hole here. There are two different sizes you can knock out, a 20mm diameter and 25. So I have these two glands that are actually 25. They're actually 25/4, so that's 1 inch diameter. I have to use a Dremel to slightly open up the knocked out hole just a little bit. It takes 30 seconds to do it. It's pretty easy. And the knocking out the hole takes 30 seconds at most. So this one is actually a 20mm diameter gland. So I just need to knock out the smaller ring. See that? There are actually 3 ports here. The bigger ring is 25, the smaller is 20. So I have, this one is a multi-cable gland that I purchased. It's sold by I think Highland, but they're made by Heiko. So here you go. 5 different cables can go through this gland. You can pierce through the diaphragms here, and that's the nut on this end. So I have 4 cables here. These are actually stereo plugs. I have one of them already connected to this sensor here. It's an old decagon sensor. So I have lots of these stereo plug type terminations. But if you have the wire lead terminations, you can just feed the wires through and then connect them to the terminal blocks. So I have 2 of these connected. So this one accepts up to 5 cables, and there's another up to 5 cables. I didn't really put that on because I didn't really have anything to connect to this for this particular setup. So basically the custom SDI-12 adapter includes the board entirely assembled with the standoffs and everything. But if you want to put this into the box, you can purchase this box separately from Polycase. These glands, you can purchase them either you can purchase them from Highland or let's see, the manufacturer. I think they're called Heiko. And this cable is easy. You either use a regular USB cable, micro, or just use this one for wire lead, which I prefer. This is a few dollars from a lot of online outlets. So hopefully this video gives you an idea what this is about. It's mostly used for enclosing for environmental protection against moisture and dust. This enclosure is rated IP66. So if you enclose it, actually let's pull it out. It has a gasket, so it encloses this pretty well, and water will not get into it once you do this. All right, thank you.